Self-care may just seem like face masks and bubble baths, but in reality it is so much more than that. Self-care is about appropriate self-prioritization. It's about being intentional in looking after yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally, allowing you to be your best self. I often think about self-care a little bit like a car, because you would never just let your car run out of gas, never oil it, never properly clean it, never put air in its tyres. So for your car to work, you have to prioritise its upkeep and care. Self-care is quite often labelled as being something that is quite superficial or something that people who are quite self-obsessed just do. But it's so far from that. It's like the complete opposite, because you're looking after yourself, you're putting yourself first in certain times in the day, you plan it, you schedule it, to be the best that you can for other people. Self-care essentially allows you to be the best version of yourself, the greatest version for the world to see. Prioritising yourself and giving yourself that self-care allows you to be the best mother, the best father, the best teacher, the best daughter, the best son. It allows you to be that person because you have given yourself the time you need. So to begin our journey with self-care, we first need to build our routine. So the number one thing that we need to do is to identify any areas that we want to prioritise first. Take a deep dive and see what areas you need to put your care, focus and attention into. This can work really well with journaling, because if you kind of journal how you feel, and if you kind of maybe even rank some of the areas that you're thinking about how you're feeling emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, then you rank those areas and see how you think that you're doing and see where you think you need to first prioritise. You then also need to write down what you actually want to get out of each area. So do you want to feel invigorated? Do you want to feel calm? Do you want to feel relaxed? How is it that you want to be after this self-care routine? The second thing that you need to do is action. So this involves looking at the things that you can do to help you achieve those feelings. Is journaling something that could make you feel better emotionally? Is going for a gentle walk something that could make you feel better physically, make you feel better in yourself, more calm? Could meditation possibly help you spiritually? With this, try not to do too many actions at once and to begin with. You don't want to overwhelm yourself, because if you've got too many things, then looking at it, say in the morning, you probably aren't going to want to do it. In fact, you're not going to really feel like doing it for weeks, months even, because it'll be too much to actually just get started. 1 or 2, maybe 3 things is good. The next thing that you need to do is create your schedule and plan. So to create a schedule, you need to think about all the ideas that you just had just then, and you need to write them down and then see where you could possibly place them throughout your day, week, month. For example, a gentle walk followed by 10 minutes of meditation could be where you get started. However, remember that this all revolves around you and your lifestyle. It may mean that you have to get up an hour earlier to have that slow morning and gentle morning to begin with. There may be a few things that you need to move around, but remember, this is about prioritising your self-care. So you need to prioritise that, because that is why you're here, that's what you want to do. So maybe you do have to get up a bit earlier, maybe you have to stay up a little bit later, wherever you can to fit in the things that you know will make you better, because you are here to prioritise yourself. Try a schedule with a couple of actions daily and see how it works out for you. You need to try it though for at least 3 weeks or a month to see the actual benefits. If after this kind of longer period you actually don't see anything, you're not feeling any different, then try swapping a few things out. Not everything will work for you, and that's okay. This is a good process to start to learn what actually does make you feel invigorated, relaxed, calm. So then you'll know in the future what exact tools you can pull out in certain situations to instantly make you feel a bit better in yourself. The last thing that we're going to look at is some self-care tips. So the first thing that I would say to you is to remember your reason why. So there needs to be a solid reason why as to you building this self-care routine. It might take a little bit of a while to get to that feeling of self-love and that reasoning of just wanting to do it for yourself. Yes, at the minute, because of all the things that we've kind of been told societally, it might feel that you're a bit self-obsessed by just being like, well, I just want to do it for myself. There might be other reasons, and there probably is more external reasons as to why you want to do it. It might be because you want to be a better mother, a better father, or just work better in your daily life. You know, you want to be more productive. So there might be different reasons as to why you want to get started in your self-care routine. It might not all be internally to begin with, but in the core, that should be why. And we will get to that through our journey in self-care. But you need to probably write down that reason, or maybe it's a couple of reasons as to why you're doing this, so that you can look back. And when it's, you know, a cold morning and you don't want to go for that gentle walk, or you can't be bothered doing that 10 minutes meditation, you can pull out your journal and you can see your reasons why written down in front of you. The next thing is to, as I said, stick to a time period. Try and challenge yourself to stick to these actions for at least a month. If by the end of the month it doesn't work out, that's okay, but at least you can say you challenged yourself and you tried. So the next thing that you need to do is to track your progress. So that means that each day that you do this routine, make sure that you journal or write down how you felt. This is really important because you are doing this for a specific reason, for your self-care, for your self-love, to feel better. So you need to know actually to reflect on how it made you feel better and how it actually worked for you in that moment on that day. So good luck, and remember that you are worthy of self-love and self-care, and this is all in an effort to make you your greatest self. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!